I had, 11 subscribers. I soon hit 100, maybe 1,000 within 30 days or so. Maybe I could just talk a little bit about how I've gotten to where I've gotten, because I planned this to happen. Good morning, vlog. I just spent the past 3 hours trying to get the new Yeezys that come out today. Today is Saturday, November 25th, day after Black Friday. Today's actually a very monumental day for the vlog. Exactly 365 days today is one total year in existence of my channel. I started on November 26th, so tomorrow will be the year anniversary, but today is the 365-day existence of the channel. So I guess that's pretty cool. It kind of just shows how fast everything came together. Like literally a year ago today, I was pissing myself editing my first vlog. Workout. About to go have dinner with the family. And if you watch it, it's pretty funny. I mean, I was definitely super nervous talking into the camera. Had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna post it, and that's it. I didn't even tell anybody. I had 11 subscribers at the time. And now, what are we at? Like almost 55,000? It's pretty crazy. Maybe I could just talk a little bit about how I've gotten to where I've gotten, because it's not just, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of YouTubers do fine just posting what they enjoy posting, but I think a lot, and I planned this to happen, and I had specific tools in place in order to make this happen, to keep myself motivated, to keep me on track. So it could be interesting for some of you, even if you aren't even thinking about starting a YouTube channel, because you can use these tools for other aspects of your life, whether it's manifesting a certain amount of money, developing confidence, developing anything that you don't already have in this moment in physical reality. And it's all based on manifestation, okay? So before I start getting into it, I wanna roll a couple clips of famous people that you may know talking about how they use manifestation to create their dreams and make their dreams a reality, because it's exactly what I've been doing. So I'll roll some clips.
Man, when I was 17, around that same time, kind of when the vision of actually doing this hatched, was at like 17. Like the inception of it was, when I was like 6 or 7, writing raps in a notebook and stuff like that. But like the really proactive, like conscious, going after it started at 17. And I read Napoleon Hill, Deepak Chopra's 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I mean, those were like super big Bibles, and later on I read Four Agreements and stuff like that. But those were like super, super important to kind of forming the mindset and just using those tools to really make what you want happen. Like you said, law of attraction is about speaking things into existence. When you really like tune into that ideology that, yo, my thoughts do turn into something. If I believe in it and I put the right energy behind it, you can really make what you want to have happen.
I believe in moods. Like, I think weird. Like, I'll listen to like a song that I did last year, and I'll be like, I'm in New York in a Rolls Royce. And then it'll be like 2 years later, I still haven't put the song out, but I'm really in a Rolls Royce in New York. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so I'm big on like speaking shit to existence. So I had to learn like not to say stuff like, if I go to prison, I'ma still be, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn how to back away from that type of stuff and gang banging because I feel like I really speak a lot of stuff to exist. I speak so much stuff to exist, and sometimes I forget. Sometimes it be in my old music. I be like, what the fuck? I really would like. Next year, I'm gonna have rings on every finger, and next year I really got rings on every finger. But I done forgot. But yeah, I'm big on that.
My situation was like, I always knew I was supposed to be, you know, somewhere big. The music is definitely prophetic. There's things that I've said in the music years ago that I see come past today. You know, I'm a firm believer in that stuff. You feel me? In the law of attraction, of course, and God as well. But I'm a firm believer in the law of attraction and you know, the way things come.
This is literally all I asked for. I'm 100% blessed.
Okay.
I literally asked. I used to tell myself, I will walk in Atlanta till I said one day I'm walking here and people gonna stop me for pictures. And now that's what it is. And that was probably like 10 months ago.
Other young niggas talking about their bosses and speaking into existence. You gotta know you a boss before you even blow, nigga. If you got $200 to your name, you gotta put your mind in a setting that I'm worth way more than what I got. So that's how I'ma look at myself.
Imagine you had everything you wanted. Everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be. And capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want. It's the law of attraction I'm always talking about. If I want it, if I believe I can have it, then that's my reality. I'll attract it. It'll attract to me. We can make any situation we think about real. I create my own world. I can make any situation reality.
Write yourself a check? I heard that you did. Is that true?
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe. I dated it Thanksgiving 1995, and I put it in my wallet, and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff. But then, just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on, I think it was Dumb and Dumber.
Now, if that was interesting to you, you'll see that, you know, I mean, I'm going to talk about this as well, okay? So, by the way, I didn't get to just watch those clips, okay? I'm still in my car right now, so I'm not reacting to them. This is exactly what's coming out of my mind. So, about a year ago, I envisioned myself with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, which I still do today. Actually, I envision myself with millions. And on a very basic standpoint, what that does is it puts your energy in alignment with the version of yourself that has that goal that you're trying to attain. So for me, when I had 11 subscribers, I tried to act and I envisioned myself talking into the camera, speaking to millions of people, okay? And I still do this today. As I'm doing this right now, I may have 55,000 in physical reality, but in my mind, I have millions, okay? So some of you might be thinking, as I am right now, how fucking cool it's gonna be when I actually do hit 1 million subs and we refer back to this video. And I don't know, maybe that's overconfident, but I have that faith. And that's what faith is. I know it's like a religious term, but I know that I'm going to have 1 million subscribers, and that's the only way you can manifest something. It's by having a very strong belief that it's actually going to happen. So back when I had 11 subscribers, I soon hit 100, maybe 1,000 within 30 days or so. I envisioned myself at the top. Many people are gifted in the sense that they can just do this visualization without even consciously doing it. But as I said, I am a thinker. So I read up on this stuff. I read The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho, The Four Agreements, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, was a huge one. You Are a Badass at Making Money, which applies to all principles of manifestation. Oh, The Secret, that's a good one. Anything by Abraham or Esther Hicks. Even Eckhart Tolle talks about manifestation. I would see all these in examples, like the ones I just rolled before. I started to realize that the more clear that vision can become, and if you do these certain little tricks and apply them to your life, you can pretty much manifest anything. So one thing that I did is, and I recommend that you do, is read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. In this book, he explains the closest way to influence your brain to basically visualize more often. It's through auto-suggestion. How it works is you sort of tap into your subconscious brain with your vision, with some sort of goal card or mission statement, and you do this every day when you wake up and every morning before you go to bed. If you have been watching the channel a long time, you know that I've talked about this before in my morning routine, and it's pretty cool because I had this goal card that I wrote. I read it in the present tense as if I already have everything that I desire to have.
Really a marvelous thing, that visualization thing you did. Do y'all read about this or hear this? Write yourself a check? I heard that you did. Is that true?
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995, and I put it in my wallet and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff, but then just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on, I think it was Dumb and Dumber.
I have other goal setting videos. I can link it right here in a card if you guys want to check those out. But yeah, I mean, manifestation's crazy, guys. It is a fact, and the other crazy thing about it is it's not like, oh, now I know about manifestation, it's gonna start happening. Like, it is already happening right now.
Because every second of the day we're focused on something, whether you realize it or not. And if you focus your energy on what makes you happy, what do you think will happen? Exactly. How you focus on something is giving your attention to it. Even if you don't like it and still focus on not liking it, you're still putting your attention to it and will still attract it. For example, if you focus on wanting a new car, you'll keep attracting the idea of wanting a new car. There's a difference between focusing on wanting the new car and focusing on the car being yours. We really should be clear on what we focus on. Rewire any thoughts you've had prior and know that you are what you focus on. I create my own world. I can make any situation reality.
There's a great quote in Think and Grow Rich about how our thoughts literally manifest in reality, whether we know it or not. Like, every thought that you have manifests. So the more dominant thoughts are going to create your reality. Highly recommend reading Think and Grow Rich and all the other books that I mentioned. But if you want to have your dreams become reality, just know that it's true, it's possible, and I'm right there with you. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little rant. I'm gonna grab my haircut. I have the drone with me too, so maybe I'll be able to include some sexy drone footage in the beginning of this video. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your break. I'll be back to school tomorrow night for the home stretch of first semester. So peace.
I remember riding in the Hummer with the crew lit, New phone, who this? I remember grinding in the summer with the crew lit, New phone, who this? I don't know your number, why you asking me for something? I'm like, who this? New phone, who this?